Yeah, we're good.
All right, we're here with Bruce Timm. He's the executive producer of Batman Year One and, dear God, just about everything. So we talked with Andrea a little bit about the process of casting this film. What's different about when you're overseeing the animation stylistically between this and, say, the other DC animated universe? Because I know that you don't like to hearken too much to, like, say, the series when you're doing it.
Right. Well, this one is really unique in that when I think of Batman Year One, I think of it as being almost like a live-action version of Batman, but like really super seriously realistic, like low-key. There's like almost no larger-than-life element in this movie. You know, it's Batman versus corrupt policemen and corrupt criminals and corrupt government officials. It's not about Jokers and Mr. Freeze and any of that really larger-than-life stuff. I mean, there's not even a Batmobile in it. So to me, that's the thing, that's the overriding principle to every aspect of the production. So with the casting, we wanted to keep all the performances, really, really naturalistic, really believable. In a lot of our other movies, I mean, we have a lot more leeway. We can go a little bit more over the top with the villains, or even sometimes with the heroes. But here, it's all about kind of maintaining an even strain. And like I said, that goes for every aspect of the production. That's the visual style, and the staging, and the music. The music, when I sat down with Chris Drake to do to talk about the music, I said I don't want it to sound like a Batman movie. I said I don't want it to sound like Danny Elfman or Shirley Walker or Hans Zimmer. I want it to sound really different. It should sound like a cop movie. And he was in total agreement. So it was just took a little while to figure out exactly what that meant musically, but that's what we did. So.
And so, with everything being down to earth, there's a very little chance then we're going to see this being sampled on Conan with the Flaming Sea subbed in for.
No, actually, that might be kind of fun, just because of how serious this is. But I don't know.
You've done, or I don't know if you were directly involved with that episode, but there was the Frank Miller kind of knockoff on the Batman animated series.
Sure.
And I heard you talking a little bit with others about this, but it is still Frank Miller, and he's still got that voice, but it's a very different Frank Miller. How do you kind of tweak the different approaches to Batman?
They're just, each piece I think is really 100% true to itself. I at this date, I'm still amazed that both of those two awesome comics came out of the same guy, because they're like night and day. I mean, it's like. I just got done saying, it's like, Dark Knight is like opera, and Batman Year One is like jazz. It's like really low key. Dark Knight is exactly what I was talking about before, where it is a little bit more exaggerated. It's not a spoof, but everything is played at a much higher level of intensity, and it does have comedic elements to it. I mean, there are definitely big heavy elements of satire in it. Whereas like Batman Year One is like really straight. There's like almost not a laugh in the whole movie. So it was actually fun to be able to go from one to the other. To go from like this one really really low key, really down to earth thing to this big over the top, crazy operatic thing. So.
And now your next project is you're doing Justice League Doom also with Andrea, right?
Right.
And once again, I mean that's very much. Over the top, because you're entering right into the superhero mainstream, and you've got Superman and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
And so, how easy is it to kind of bounce from one extreme kind of to the other? Because now you've got this huge cast and all these over the top characters in your
that's actually like falling out of bed. I mean, that's stuff I know how to do. That's stuff I've been working on for like the last 20 years, from Batman through Superman through Justice League. We kind of figured out how to do big, over the top, crazy action-oriented superhero shows. So Justice League Doom was actually, compared to like the challenges of doing Batman Year One or Dark Knight, Doom was kind of a cakewalk. So.
All right. Well, thanks very much. I appreciate it.